Hey guys, I'm here today. I want to talk about some exciting things that I've seen happening over the last week, really even just the last couple of days. And man, we have billions of dollars that are about to flood into the cryptocurrency market. I'm talking a massive amount of money. Now, I know the market's been kind of trading sideways. We've gone through some bear markets. It's kind of come up a little bit. It kind of gives people some false hope. Now it's kind of coming back down again. But we literally have so much infrastructure being built. I've talked about that in other videos, like what infrastructure is. It's basically roadways that allow money to come in, but we're actually seeing concrete signs of that. And so I just want to show you a couple of those things. And so even though we don't know exactly what's going to happen in the market over the next month, I can tell you what's going to happen over the next year pretty easily. So what we want to do is the first thing I want to show you is just for a comparison analysis. This is a chart of Amazon, and you can see Amazon went public in 1997, and this is up through today. You can see that from 97 it launched at $1.50 and it ran all the way up to $85. So from $1.50 to $85, which is pretty amazing. But then it dropped off of a cliff, kind of like what we've seen in crypto. You can see it got down into the $5 range. So it went from $1 to $85 and then back to $5. But what was happening is, if you can imagine, back in 1997, the internet wasn't really usable. So yes, there was websites that were setting up to sell stuff online, but there wasn't really the infrastructure for that to happen. So for example, there wasn't really anybody buying anything online. There wasn't really any way to have security online. People were very afraid of putting their credit cards in. Most importantly, we didn't even have broadband internet. So we had dial-up internet at the time that was so slow, it was pretty much impossible to even do an online transaction. But what's important is that during this time, even though prices were down, infrastructure was being built. So for example, we had broadband being released, right? We started to get new encryption technologies that made online shopping more secure. And what that did is, even though the price didn't jump up immediately, it paved the way. It built the infrastructure for the price to go up eventually. All right, so that's what happened. And so you can see that's kind of what we have here, right? We had the price run up and the price drop off, but we have actual infrastructure being built. And I'm not going to hype you up. I want to show you concrete things that have actually happened. So one of the first things is there's a lot of investment funds being launched. So these are like ETFs or index funds. The reason why this is important, now I've been talking about this since about December of last year. I told you these were coming. And the reason why these are so important is because it makes it super, super easy for people to get into crypto. And as everybody here watching probably knows, it's not that easy to get in. To get your account set up, to become verified, I have to buy Bitcoin first, then I have to transfer it, I have to guard my private keys, all these different things. And then what coin should I buy? Do I buy the wrong coin, the right coin, etc.? And so we need to make it easy. And the easier it becomes, the more people get into it. Now, I've always told people that, I know it's difficult, but that's a good thing because it gives us more time to accumulate before everybody comes in. But as I was saying, back since late last year, I said these ETFs are coming, and it's going to bring billions of dollars into the market because it's going to make it easy. And so now we're seeing it. We're actually seeing this happen. So right here we have Huobi, one of the largest exchanges in the world, and they are launching an index fund. And basically what that means is it's the easy button. It gives people a very easy option to be able to buy cryptocurrency. So basically with a click of a button, they can buy an index or a basket of funds. So instead of only buying Bitcoin, only buying Litecoin, etc., basically they can buy this HB10 shares here, and they can buy with USDT, and then they can get spread across all these assets. So just by buying this HT here, they'll get 30% Bitcoin, 23% EOS, 17% Ethereum. They'll get Bitcoin Cash, XRP. So they're going to be getting a basket of funds. So basically their money is split up. They're going to do it where they're going to have like a few different categories. So basically they'll be able to buy 4 different categories: coins, platforms, applications, and asset tokens. And so basically, it's the easy button. It's going to allow very easily for people to come in with a click of a button, spread their money out, buy an index of funds. And so this is the first step. Like I said, we've been talking about this for a long time. This is a concrete example. The next one I want to give you is that Binance. Binance announced that they're going to start up a fund, an index fund as well. And we have... Binance is going to create this is a fund with $1 billion that they're going to put towards blockchain startups. So they're going to be helping blockchain technology grow by helping fund blockchain startups. And so this is $1 billion that Binance has committed to bring in. So when I say billions of dollars are coming in, they've committed $1 billion on their own to help blockchain startups. We have FinLab, which is part of Blockchain One, which is part of EOS. As most of you are probably aware, they've already committed to spend $100 million to help blockchain companies grow, to invest in the technology, to help these companies get up off the ground. $100 million from them. OKCoin, which is one of the largest exchanges in the world. I think it's the third largest exchange in the world. OKCoin has also stated that they're going to put $100 million into supporting blockchain companies grow. So $1 billion, $100 million, another $100 million. This just came out 11 days ago. This is brand new. This is all stuff that's going to be happening. We have this company here. This is this company Cigna. You probably have never heard of them. They're from South Africa. They have almost $15 billion under management. $15 billion under management, and they are also now going to launch a cryptocurrency investment fund. And so again, billions of dollars will be coming into the market. They said that they're going to be investing in cryptocurrencies on behalf of their institutional clients, and their investors will be able to hold those cryptocurrencies inside their accounts alongside their other assets. So it's a $15 billion South African fund is now going to be investing in cryptocurrencies and allow their investors to hold those alongside with their other investments. All right. So this is just from 5 days ago. So these are all just happened in the last couple of days. Now I know the clickbait title says billions of dollars and people say, oh, we've heard that before. I'm talking about actual concrete stuff. We can see here, $1 billion, $1 billion, $100 million, another $100 million, a $15 billion fund getting into it. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to put all $15 billion into it, but they have a lot of weight that they're going to throw around. So that's some really big thing. Now, back to what I was saying, these are all going to be investing into the cryptocurrency space. And then, like I was saying, with the ETFs or the index funds that make it really easy, we have Huobi. They're going to create a $93 million fund. We have Circle, which made a lot of news, as you might remember. Basically, Circle is a payment company that's owned by Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is basically the top of the financial world, on top of the banks, and they are so Goldman Sachs owns Circle. Circle owned Poloniex. That was in the news recently. What Circle did is Circle says that they are going to start their own index fund, and they're going to support Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Monero, and Zcash. So again, with a click of a button, they're going to make it where people can just buy across all these assets, making it super, super easy. We saw Coinbase announce the same thing. So Coinbase is also going to have their own index fund. It's going to be across the assets that they currently have right now, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. However, they are in the process of adding more coins, and then those will be in their index fund as well. So we have Huobi, we have Circle, we have Coinbase, and on and on and on. These are all just coming out in the last couple of days. We have Bloomberg, which is Bloomberg is one of the largest financial companies in the United States. They've partnered with $1 billion investor Mike Novogratz, who's a former vice president at Goldman Sachs. It's a pretty big deal. And basically, they started an index fund right here to track the performance of the largest, most liquid portion of cryptocurrencies in the market. So another $1 billion index fund. We have OKX, which is an industry giant. They're going to launch a cryptocurrency fund. This was dated to today, June 4th. These are all just in like the last week. So I know you go, oh yeah, we've heard billions of dollars coming before. This is concrete things that are actually happening over just the last couple of days. OKX is going to start this fund. And we have, so those are all the big ones I want to talk about. I know we've been hearing it. I know I've been talking about it, but these are concrete things that are actually happening right now, today, June 4th. And I just showed you over $1 billion of money that's being committed both to investing into cryptocurrency technology and also into index funds, which bring more retail investors in. So even though prices may be down, maybe they're going up and down, they're trading sideways, are we in a bear market, bull market? It's really hard to say what's going to happen over the next month. But what these things show us is what's going to happen over the next year. And with all this new investment into new companies, and most importantly, all these ETF and index funds to allow, make it very easy for these retail investors to come in, it's going to make it very, very easy. And yeah, I see, we've been talking about it for months. As I said, we've been talking about it for months, but this is concrete stuff happening today, as you can see here, June 4th, etc. So anyway, that's it. That's what we're looking out for the market. This is long-term, obviously, long-term fundamental stuff. These types of things that happen today on June 4th will make a massive impact in the future, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years out. This is not technical trading. This is investing, and that's it. So keep your head up. The future is looking very, very bright.